Hello everyone, Amanda here from Scrimpingmommy.co.uk, and today we're going to make a lovely inky mess. Basically, I was very inspired by a demonstrator presentation at the recent Stampin' Up event in Telford, and the lady's name is Amanda Fowler. She's a very large, what we call a big demo in England, and she did a beautiful presentation, and it's the technique that she used to create an inky background that I wanted to have a go at. And she used cling film. Now, when I looked in my kitchen drawer, you know, we've all got them, haven't we? You know, tea towels neatly folded, nice cutlery all neatly in rows, and then you've got your junk drawer where you throw everything. Had a look, no cling film. So I thought, I won't be beaten, what can I use? So we're doing the foil technique. We're not doing the cling film technique, we're doing the foil technique. So, so what I'm doing is, I'm just going to get myself a piece of foil, probably about double the size of my card, roughly. Doesn't need to be perfect, not too worried. And basically, I think you could more or less do this with anything that you can scrunch and that will keep its shape. Like I say, Amanda used, hasn't she got a great name? Amanda used cling film, so I'm using tin foil. And what you do is, you get some re-inkers, okay, and also I'm using some more of the shimmer paint because I love it. And now I've kept similar colours because when you're inking a background, if the colours run into each other, you don't want it to end up like you've been digging in the bottom of the garden with a bucket of water and you've got a big muddy mess. So if you pick colours that complement each other, that won't happen, okay? So what I'm going to do, I have mint macaron, I have pool party, and I have balmy blue. Re-inkers are awesome. You can get so much more use out of them, as well as re-inking your ink pads and your many marvellous markers. You can have a heap of fun. So I'm going to scrunch up my tin foil. Okay, I'm scrunching it. Alright, and this is what you do if you had cling film, but like we say, we've realised I don't have any cling film today. So, and then you just add a few drops. You don't need an awful lot of re-inker. Space them out, fairly random, okay? And like I say, I'm using 3 colours, which complement each other in my mind. I'm not going for big, strong, dark colours. Amanda did use Night of Navy in hers, but I don't have that in re-inker, so I'm using what I've got. Okay. And then I'm going to dot in and between with my mint macaron, which is one of my favourite colours. I used to call it mint macaroon, but everybody used to, well, quite a few people told me off. It's mint macaron, not mint macaroon. What's that? It's not a biscuit, it's a colour. So there you go. Okay, so that's round and about in there. And then I'm going to get, you don't really need to do this. I just like the sound that it makes. I think it's to stop it drying out. And you just need a couple of drops of the shimmer paint. Okay, I'm not sure if this is on the retirements list. If it is, go get yourself some, because it's awesome fun. And it really is lovely. I need to get some. And you only need a right little bit. So if you go and grab yourself some, you're going to have it for a while. So I've got my card base here. It's a standard size, 11 3/4 by 4 1/8, standard in the UK. Scored in the middle at 5 7/8 for your typical temp fold. And then this is, I don't know, I just kind of cut it and have a look to see if I'm happy with it. It measures 3 3/4, is it? Yeah, by 3 3/4 by 5 1/2. So I'm going to get my card base now, and I'm going to turn it over, and I'm going to put it on top of the foil like that. And I'm just going to give it a rub, and then I'm going to just really quickly flip that foil over, okay? And I'm going to just give it a scrunch and scrunch it about a bit on my card. I've moved it. I wanted to keep it in one place, but never mind. Just give it a bit of a scrunch. Okay, let's have a look. And we've got that. So I'm just going to move it over. And I'm going to have another scrunch and another scrunch there. Okay, and another scrunch there. Alright, so I'm happy with that. Let's throw that file away. Get myself a little BB wipe. And it's just another cool and, to be honest, fun way of creating yourself that funky background. And I'm really into these fun kind of, look at that shimmer paint, really into these kind of backgrounds, because the reason being, no two cards are ever going to be the same. You're always going to have a unique twist to your card. Okay, somebody can use the same technique, they can even use the same colours, they're not going to get the exact same pattern. Alright, you're always going to get that element of unique in your card making. So what I'm going to do now is I am just going to give it a press on a piece of scrap, just to make sure I haven't got any areas that I've like pooled or blobbed in a big mess. Okay, and then I'm just going to gently set it with my heat gun. Just give that a quick dry. And that's dry now. Super simple. And then I'm going to use my Tombow on the back, add some glue there. And put it in my holder. And before I get floods and floods of messages asking me where this has come from, I don't know, I had it gifted. A lovely lady gifted it me at Centre Stage, so don't know where they're from, so don't ask me. Probably eBay or Amazon at a wild guess. Type in glue holder. So I've attached that to Balmy Blue, and I've chosen Balmy Blue because it's one of the inkers that I've used, so it's, you know, like for like colours. And again, I'm just using that piece of scrap just because I just want to make sure that that surface is quite dry, because we're going to stick something on it now. Okay, so that is, look at that, beautiful. And what I've done is I have cut a happy birthday sentiment, which comes from the Thank You Thin Let's Dies. So there's the code 146832, and I did back my Whisper White cardstock on the self-adhesive sheets, so that you know, it puts the sticky on the back, so I don't have to glue it. So I'll just carefully remove that, and using my pokey tool I will gently remove the wording from the frame. I'm just poking it through those little holes, like so. Now, I did think about having it white, but it's just a tad boring on that fantastic background, so I don't do boring. So I'm keeping the adhesive on the back for now, and with a inky sponge I'm going to ink it with a some Night of Navy and some basic black. And you may think, well, you know, will you see the two colours? You absolutely do when it's up close. And all I'm doing is sponging, so you will have the Night of Navy and the black, and you will still see little speckles of white as well. And it's just, again, it's just added interest. It's not like it takes forever. It's a 2-minute job, and it's fun. And again, it's something else to make your card unique to you. Rather than seeing heaps of cards that all look the same, if you want your card to stand out, or you want something a bit special, there you go. So you can see some of the blue still through on that, and some of this, you know, you're getting a speckledy white kind of effect as well, because you're using a sponge. And then we're just going to peel the back off somewhere. Come on, you slippery little sucker. Might need to get my poker tool on the job here. It does peel off once you find the edge. There we go. Is that the edge, or am I pulling cardstock there? Is that the edge? Do you know what I've done? I've cut that die back to front. Cut it back to front! What an absolute wally! Okay, not to worry. Tell you what we'll do. I've cut that back to front, so now the front sticker. What an honour. Right, okay, I'll show you what to do so we don't waste that die cut. I'm not wasting it. I'm going to get rid of the sticky by dabbing it with my emboss butter. Oh, this could only happen to me, couldn't it? But I'm not wasting it. So I'll dab it with my emboss butter to get that sticky off. And I will re-ink it. So let's do that bit again. So, Night of Neva. I don't edit, so if I make a mistake, I just rectify it. Because I just don't have time to be editing videos and cutting out mistakes. So if I make a mistake, you get to see it, warts and all. At least you know if you ever do the same thing as me. You might not be as dim as I am, but if you ever make that mistake, there you go. Just unsticky it with some, it's probably just cornstarch in there, isn't it? Or talc or whatever, to take that sticky off and just keep on going. Okay, we don't waste. Okay. There we go. Not a problem. It's not a problem. Everything's fine. I could have just gone and recut another, but I don't want to stop my video to go and do it. So what I'm going to have to do now is I'm going to have to glue it with Tombow instead of using my sticky sheet. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get my glue flowing. Here we go. And I'm going to put dots in the widest parts that I can find of the die cut. Okay. There we go. Tiny, tiny dots. You don't need a lot. Tiny, tiny dots. It's not difficult. You could use the precision tip glue pen. I'm not huge friends with it because I'm a little bit heavy-handed and it splodges out and then I get a sticky mess. So I'm not big friends with it. I'd rather just have my Tombow. Okay. Alright. A bit there. There we go. Right. Okay. Panic over. It's not a problem. And then I will just attach that to the front of my card like so. Okay. The die cut is too small to go up on dimensional, so we can't do that. Alright. Let me just give that a press all over so that I know that's glued down nicely. And there we go, we're good to go. And there we are. I hope you'll like that. I hope you'll give that a try. Look at that shimmer paint. It's absolutely stunning. So there's another way of making your own inky backgrounds and having a completely unique card. Just remember to die cut the right way around if you use self-adhesive sheet. Thanks for watching. I'll leave everything that I've used over on my blog at scrimpingmommy.co.uk. Thanks for watching, and remember there's no such thing as right or wrong in crafting, just a happy, happy, lovely card. Thanks for watching. Bye.